All right.
There we are.
Good morning.
Welcome. Hi,
Good morning.
how are you?
Hi.
This is SSK Yarners, crafting podcast, knitting, crochet, all kinds of stuff. Um, yeah, and I'm Karen, coming to you from North Carolina.
And I'm Sharon coming from the lovely rainy state of Georgia today.
It's raining here as well. Oh my goodness, rain. I think last week it was 3 or 4 days of solid rain, then beautiful weather, and now rain again for the next 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, we've had a lot of rain. It's everything is so green, but the humidity is so high. And but I mean, it is what it is. We're not going to change it. So we still go forward. Just makes
73 and 100% humidity this morning.
yeah,
Crazy hot. Hi,
I
Bitsy.
know.
Bitsy's here. He's stopping by to say hello.
Well, that's nice of him. Hi, Bitsy.
Right, he's wandering back and forth. There you go, buddy.
Yeah,
What do you need?
wondering what's going on.
Yeah, there he goes. Oh my gosh. So you've been very busy. You said you had numerous cookie orders.
I do have some cookie orders to fulfill, this week, actually today, to get them out. But the humidity plays with the frosting. It takes a little longer for things to dry. You can't move on to the next step. So, we get started and, we'll see what happens. I have the air on running, right? Of course, I'm sure you do too.
Yeah, I did.
And I turned it down. Yeah, so that it'll dry up the air in the house. It's to me amazing that you could go to bed and wake up and the humidity in the house just rises with everything being closed.
Yes, right. You'd think it would keep the moisture, I mean, the coolness in.
Yeah, and the moisture out.
Did my screen just do this? I bumped it. Yes, the Stella and Flo's finest. You guys have the best cookies, honestly.
Yeah.
They really are so good.
Well, we had an order for strawberry flavor, and oh my gosh, I just love. My sister makes that dough. I usually don't make that dough, but she makes it, and it is to me, it's like it's so good. It's
summer in a cookie, right? I bet it's delicious.
It's very good.
Yeah.
It's good when it's plain, and it's good if it has frosting on. And I was just thinking, one of the worst foods that anyone could probably eat is a Pop-Tart. But I love those things, and it sort of reminds me of like Pop-Tart because it has that strawberry flavor and that pastry flavor mixed together. You like, not that I would ever. These are way.
They had gluten-free Pop-Tarts that I used to buy. I can't find them anymore, but yeah, I love a Pop-Tart.
Yeah, I do too, but these cookies are even better than that. The strawberry flavor is just so good. It's just so good. And it's so enjoyable to bake a different flavor because majority of orders are usually vanilla because that's what people are used to.
Yeah.
But I love when we get a vanilla or a strawberry or a chocolate or chocolate chip. Lemon, yeah. I bought lemons last week. I was going to mix up some lemon dough, but I just haven't. But I will because I have the lemons.
And your lemon cookies are so good.
I love those. They're so refreshing for the summer months, I think.
Yeah, yeah. So. Now the strawberries, did you cut out strawberries or were they other shapes?
Oh no, they're actually they're puppies and kitties.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. It's for a little one's birthday party. So yeah.
Adorable. I would have ordered strawberries, right?
Yeah.
That'd be cute.
It's a great flavor. I just love, like, I try to, keep the little bits of extra. They go to me.
Sophisticated Pop-Tart too. Oh my gosh, how great.
Yeah. Even better though. Even better.
Yeah, so if you want cookies, be sure Stella and Flo's finest on Etsy. Honestly, they're such good cookies.
I love them.
You have to come up.
I love them too much. Pardon?
Come up with a gluten-free recipe.
That is something that I do have to look into because there are some gluten-free recipes out there. I just haven't tried them.
Yeah.
But, there are a couple people that I followed and they posted that they have a gluten-free. So I really just need to try it. And the hard thing is my daughter-in-law's vegan, but there's hard to find a vegan gluten-free. It's just really hard.
Yeah, you really
So
you can't do vegan gluten-free. That's near impossible.
it's very hard. I think it's very difficult with a cookie.
Yes.
So, I know they do cakes and, cupcakes and different things, but I think with a cookie, it might be difficult. But I definitely would like to try the gluten-free, and I will do that. So
Well,
maybe
I will certainly be, the person that tastes them and let you know how they are.
you want to be the test cookie knitter, the test knitter for cookies.
The tester. I want to be the taste tester for sure. I would love that.
I see you have your beautiful sweater on today.
I do, my Charlotte.
I love it.
I had this beautiful ceramic button to put on it, but it was too heavy. I had attached it and everything, didn't even think about it. And when I put it on, it would just flop down. Even when I, put the little tie on. So I had to undo all that. I just put a little stick pin in it today, which is beautiful.
Yeah, it is pretty.
Yeah, but I love this.
It's so pretty. I love the color, and I think it does make sense that a ceramic button, because it's so lacy and light.
Hadn't even thought about it. It was a big, beautiful, it had pink flowers on it. It was just perfect for this, but I'll find something else.
Yeah. Well, you will.
Yeah, but I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah, you have to start it.
I haven't. I just haven't had any time.
I blocked it and everything, and I was trying it on, and I saw a little loop at the bottom. I had a drop stitch.
Really?
Luckily, because linen doesn't really move a whole lot once it's been, washed and stuff. So it was just hanging there, and I pulled on it, and it, 3 things came out, and I had to put it in, and then I had to tack it in on the inside. Never saw it.
Yeah.
And it was cast on.
That's unfortunate, because every time you notice a drop stitch, it's never right away. It's always rows down. And it's really difficult to pick it up sometimes, because it could be like 10 rows down, and then it gets so tight.
Yeah,
but I
fixed it. It turned out beautiful, but I had to tack it on the inside.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. I mean, it's fine.
I love it. What a perfect sweater for summer. Oh my gosh.
Well, especially now with the air being on, as much as we need it for the humidity and stuff, sometimes it does get just cold feeling. You get chilled because the air is running so much to take the humidity out of the air. So yeah, it's perfect.
I have great news.
What? Tell me. I'm up for great news.
I went to the post office yesterday to drop off an order. Dave had already left. Dave usually brings all my orders. When he leaves for work, he drives right past the post office. But then I got an order around 9:30, and I was like, well, I hate to hold them for the next day. So I was like, well, let's go over and see what happens. So I drove over. I had my mask and stuff on. The post office was packed. So I walked inside, and I'm following this man. I'm guessing 90 years old, late 80s, 90, no mask, just walking in the post office. And I thought, why? And those masks you gave me, I think it gave me the confidence, because I put my N95 on and put yours over it. So now I can wear it comfortably. And if I touch the outer part of the mask, I could just wash it. So perfect. And I walked in, and one woman goes, I love your mask. I'm like, well, we have to look good. Right? So I already got a compliment on it. But yeah, I went into the post office, and people were on top of one another. They had the lines, but luckily I just dropped it in the box, and I left really quick.
Yeah. Yeah, the post office here is small. So chances are, if they're busy, you're going to run into people, because it's a small post office. Yeah. But when I drop off the cookies, of course, just like you, it's all labeled. So often I can just, leave them on the counter and just, if there's not too many people, I just let them know, hey, I'm going to leave this, and I walk out. But
Yeah.
if you could, they should pick them up from your post office and your mailbox. Could you not leave the pack?
Well, we don't really have a mailbox. We have one of those where it's all the neighbors' boxes are together.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but I thought that was great news. And on my way home, I thought, well, maybe I should go to the grocery store. So I did. I went to the grocery store.
Good for you. Well, and I mean, you just have to.
Ran in and I ran out. But what was weird is where the cash registers are, they have plexiglass, but where you stand, there's no plexiglass. I thought that was weird.
Yeah, I know. Where you pay, there's nothing. There's nothing. The one thing I appreciate is the Publix. I have a new debit, credit card, whatever you want to call it, bank card. And it came with tap and pay. So a lot of places you can tap, but they still want you to put your PIN in, which to me, then you still have to touch the touchpad, right? And they don't wipe them down. They just don't. But I always have my antibacterial, and I always make sure I spray that before I get into the car. And I have wipes in the car and stuff. But Publix was like, just tap. That was it. That was great. I didn't have to touch anything. Yeah, I was really thankful. And, I think it's great because that option is available, but I know it's probably costly to put those type machines in everywhere.
Yes. And we're getting a brand new Publix here, so I can't wait for that.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, they're building it. So
I hope it's a big one because ours is not real.
I think it looks really big. They have the whole outer building done, so I'm excited about that because we don't have any Publix around at all. This will be the first one.
Yeah. Well,
be good.
Do you have any Wegmans around you?
Up in Raleigh, we do. It's about a 35-minute drive. Wegmans I love them.
That's where I'd be going. If I had one 35 minutes away, I'd be going there every week. I love Wegmans.
Before COVID, I would go up there. And but since COVID hit, I haven't been up to Raleigh at all.
Well, if I ever get to your house, we're going there.
We're going to Wegmans, yes. Love Wegmans. It's so funny.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite. That's where I used to shop when I lived up north anyway. My favorite store. And the people are always so nice, and the store is always clean, and they have just everything is good.
Yes. And you can spend a lot.
Yeah.
So do you have any knitting to show?
I actually do have one finished object.
Yay!
One sad story.
Oh, that's not good.
No, but I have these.
Oh, those are beautiful.
So this is the socks I was working on. Now the name was going to totally escape me. The one by Tracy, the Skywalker. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just twisting it a little bit. So this is this gives you an idea of what the front of the sock looks like. So
beautiful.
There's a really nice center cable that runs up, and then there's some smaller faux cables, I would call them. They're not really, maybe they're cables. I don't know. They're just 3-stitch cables, I guess. They're just different. But I really like the way they turn out. They fit great. I was a little concerned because I had made cable socks once before, and they fit really tight. So I made what I did is I just extended this portion up to the heel just a little bit. Instead of 7.5, I did just a little bit more, like a quarter. And then I put the heel in, and they fit perfect. They're not too tight. They just fit perfect. And I did the size small because I do 56 stitches. So now her pattern is written for cuff down, but I did do them toe up, as I do all of them toe up 2 at a time, because unlike so many other people, that is my preferred method, because I will never knit a second sock once I know what the first one looks like.
Yeah, I haven't had too much trouble. I think I only have 2 unfinished socks, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, that's not bad. The
Yeah.
heel was is a really pretty pretty. It's very pretty. It's got a lot of purples in there. It's very different from the light blue, but it was just a mini skein that I had purchased, and when I did a mini skein swap, you could buy the mini skeins, and it was from Savvy Skeins. So, and then I tried a new heel, and it's called the Easy Peasy No Wrap heel. I don't know if you can. I mean, it's a little bit different than, it's got little like little eyelets. I don't know if you can see them. Just slightly little eyelets that run up in here. Just a little. If I pull it apart, maybe you can see. But I really like it. It's very easy to do. Let me just make sure I have the name right.
I didn't bring my notebook to write everything down. I'll have to go back and write it all down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Easy Peasy No Wrap Short Row Heel is what it's called.
Wow. Okay.
And it was a pattern that I paid for a couple years back. I bought it in 2018, and it was only $1 for the pattern. And it was Jigsaw Knits was the designer of that. So and it's really super easy. Yeah, super easy, especially for, toe up. It seems that most socks, they do the heel and gusset, and it's always, top down. And I don't know if you can actually do a real heel and gusset that way with toe up. I'm not sure. But this is so easy.
Really easy peasy, no turn heel. Short row.
Easy peasy. Yeah, no wrap.
No wrap. Wow.
Yeah, I can send you that information. No wrap short row heel is what it's called, and it's $1. Jigsaw Knits.
I'd love to try that. Yep.
Yeah.
So on a Ravelry?
Yeah, on Ravelry. Yeah. But I bought it way back in 2018.
Yeah.
And I just, with socks now, I'm just trying to try different heels to see, if there's something that is a little bit different that might. I love the fish lips kiss, which is what I normally do. This one I had to do a little more stitching, where the stitches came together on the one side, but the other side was fine. But that one's so easy and it's memorizable. I've used it so many times. So, but that's my
other pattern. The Skywalker looks beautiful.
Yeah, I love that pattern. I definitely would do this again. It's not difficult, and I like when it's really, it adds to the sock. It just adds to the sock. And then the back was easy peasy because it was like, no thinking, it's just regular stocking that. But it's nice. It's nice to have something you think about. And then the cuff, I just did like a 3x1 rib because you know how I love the ribs. And then what I did up here, I don't know if you could really see, up here is I just took a strand and I just went bind off and just sort of wrapped it around.
I love that. It
just adds a little texture. It makes it flare out just a little bit, but once it's on, you don't notice it. So I really am pleased with them. I like them. I can't wait to wear them sometime in November.
I know, right? Can't wear them now, but I love the color at the top and then at the very top. That's really nice.
Yeah, and I took that that whip stitch, I guess you would call it, from Iraq Knits, from the patterns that I did of hers, because
the hat you showed last time.
She did it on her hat, and she has done it on her her socks that are worsted weight, same type of pattern. And I haven't done the mittens, but I'm sure she does them on the cuff too.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, it just finished them off really nice.
Nice
I like
little addition. I'm trying not to talk when I put you full screen because then all of a sudden it shoots to my face. So yeah, so I'm nodding. Well, I love those.
Thank you. So what about you? Did you finish anything this week?
I did. I've been working on something actually for the last 2 weeks, and I'm finished with it, and I absolutely love it. This is called the Crochet Straw Tote Bag.
Oh, okay. That is nice.
Handles to it. Oh, love it. Love it. So I wanted to make a beach bag. And I started using raffia, but of course I didn't have enough. But I wanted the bottom to be, if it's going to be a beach bag, I want it to be waterproof, and so sand goes through it and all. And then I just took a whole bunch of leftover linen. So
That's a good idea.
Just beautiful.
Did you buy the straps then?
Actually, yeah, I had these in my stash already. So you buy this at, what is it, Joann's by the yard.
Oh.
It's a faux leather thing.
Yeah.
Am I on gallery? There we go. Okay. Yeah. So I absolutely love it. I wasn't perfect. I'm not a perfect crocheter. I do my best, but it's not perfect, but I do. I absolutely love it. And yeah, I attach the handles. I'm not going to line it because, I want the sand to be able to go through it. And wow, this bag is a lot softer than I thought it was going to be, but sturdy.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be able to fit a towel in here and a knitting bag and a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah.
It's really pretty. I like that.
And it's funny that you were saying, drop my phone, that you were saying you added something to the top, because I added something as well. Yeah, it's pretty.
I like it. Perfect for summer, and a great way to use up some of your linen if you had little bits of linen.
Yes. Well, from the shawl that I made, this soft coral I had left. So that's Euroflax. This and this color is that Fibra Natura flax. It's $7 a skein, and I only used 2 in here.
Yeah.
So yeah,
great project.
Perfect. That's craftpassion.com. Yeah, craftpassion.com. It's on her blog. It's a free crochet straw tote bag. And again, it calls for raffia, but I used both. And I thought the handles kind of brought in the bottom.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. So I'm all ready for the beach. I'll see you later.
Well, what I like about the purchased handles too is that sometimes when you knit or crochet handles, they can stretch under the weight of things, but those won't stretch, which is nice. Because like you said, if you put a towel in there, a water bottle, you start adding some weight. You don't want it to be hanging down to your knees.
Exactly. And I wanted it to be smooth, and beach tolerant, Yeah. So, well, hopefully they'll hold up, but yeah.
Right.
So I have an FO. Isn't that great?
That's pretty. Yeah. And it only took you 2 weeks to do. That's not bad.
And it's a brand new stitch. I've never done this stitch before. And let me tell you, this fingertip is still numb. So, yeah, so it was pretty rough. It was, but well worth it, because it makes a really, really tight crochet. Because again, you can't even see through it.
It's really,
yeah. So,
really nice.
And I think it's an SSC stitch, which I've never heard before. I've never done it before, and I highly recommend it for bags. So that's a good one. Yep, love it.
That's great.
I have 4 other finished objects.
Wow, you were really busy, or did you find some whips that you could finish up quick?
Brand new.
Wow.
I wanted to learn how to needle felt.
Mm-hmm.
And I had bought some stuff.
Yes, wow. I remember. Oh my goodness, that reminds me.
Cute is he? Look at the top. Oh,
the top reminds me of those. Remember those trolls years ago?
I do. I do. So look, he's got little ears
Oh my gosh.
and he has a little mouth.
Oh my gosh.
His little mouth. His little mouth is so cute. Now, when I made this, I had I had everything. So this was fiber I bought to spin.
Okay.
Actually, all of it was fiber I bought to spin. And the little flesh tone color I took out of this. So isn't he cute?
He's very cute.
So he's going to my friend. He's going to my friend. So I'll mail him out. And then I had to make another one. Look at his mustache.
I love it. I just love it. I love it. It's so cute.
Cute. Look at his little nose and his mustache. I had to
That's
give him
perfect.
Oh my gosh. Let me tell you. So, and they stand up really well. I'm really surprised. And then of course,
Oh my goodness.
kind of
Looks like-
reminds me of a Santa Claus, right? He has no
Yes.
ears. He has a nose. His hair's coming out of the top. I really, I don't know. I'm out of control. All right. And the last one, I made a
Oh,
quick
he's
hat.
Yeah.
I gave
He's
him,
really
he does have ears and a big old nose. Let me tell you, I'm addicted. Addicted. It's ridiculous. Oh, and I actually let's see if you can see it. I multicolored his hair.
Oh, with some gray?
Actually I put in some browns into the gray.
Brown?
Yeah, see, there's a lot of brown
Yeah.
here. Just to kind of, oh my God, it's so cute. So I went on, adorable, right? I went on YouTube, obviously, looked up, how to needle felt, and this came up, and that was it. So it's called Sarafina Needle Arts, and she walks you through the entire process.
Wow.
There's a part
That's
one,
nice.
part one and part two. This was the first one I made, and I just couldn't believe it. Like I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe I even put little pink in his ears. I couldn't believe that I did this in one try. It was just kind of blew my mind. So, and then last night in 2 hours, I made the other 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That was quick then for the other ones. They're
Really?
so cute.
Completely addicted. Of course, after I made this one last week, so what do? I go online, I buy a whole bunch of supplies. Not a whole bunch, I shouldn't say a whole bunch, but I bought a bunch of supplies to make the other ones. So, because I really didn't have, even though I had like the needles and I had the little foam to do it on, I didn't have a lot of the yarn, the roving yarn. So
Yeah.
I gotta say, he's my favorite.
I know. I love him. He's so cute. I love that.
I bought the curls. I bought from Serafina's site, because you know what? I said, you know what? She does these videos for free. I'm going to go and support her shop, and I ordered the supplies from her, and they're not terribly expensive at all. So yeah.
I'll have to look her up. Those are really cute. I've knit gnomes, but I've not felted them.
You'll have to felt one. They're so cute. Yeah,
I'll have to try it.
The needles, I bought a needle pen on Amazon, $7.99.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's not an expensive craft, and I just love it. I don't think I'll make anything else. I might make pumpkins. She has a pumpkin tutorial.
Oh.
So that would be nice. I might do that. But these gnomes, these have already been claimed, all of them.
Wow.
Well, of course, these 2 I made for my friends. So
yeah, they're so cute. They're so cute.
But yeah, but my brother saw these and said, nope, he's mine.
Yeah, he's adorable.
Adorable.
The first one is a 60s gnome, though. He's sort of like psychedelic.
That's the whole purpose. Because next month is Pride Month, and I wanted to do the rainbow, and that's actually going to a special friend of mine. So, but so 60s, because he was born in the 60s as well. Yeah. So I love his little mouth. I don't know if you can see it.
Just perfect. Yeah.
Little mouth.
I can. It's very faint, but I can see it. It's
Yeah,
cute. So,
just, I just wanted it to barely be seen under the
yeah,
mustache and beard, but gotta
it's so
try it.
cute. Yeah. When I have some time, I'll try some new things. I still have my spinning wheel. I still am trying to work on that. I haven't had any time. I did go downstairs and get the fiber. That was very difficult for me to work with. And I did card it. I did recard it, so
Oh,
it
wow.
fluffed up, and I sort of rolled it like a roll lag would be. But I've got, I don't know. I mean, I can definitely see there's a difference in the fiber. I don't know what the yarn is. I do know that some of it is merino because it's marked on the bag that she had it in. Some of it was actually, semi-clean fleece, like your curly beard. It's like that.
Oh, okay.
And then some of it was another, I don't know, it's a different sheep. I know it's from a different sheep. It's not merino. It has a very nice sheen to it, and the
Oh,
fiber seems
wow.
to be longer,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. But I honestly just haven't had any time. It's
I
not
wonder
that
if
I
it's from a
won't.
mohair goat.
It could be, and I think there's some downstairs. I had a meeting with her and my sister-in-law because my sister-in-law is her friend, and she's a really sweet lady. She lives out west. I'm not sure where, if it's Colorado, but she's real sweet older woman, downsizing some of her things.
Yeah.
Beautiful quilter, weaver, spinner. So, but she did spin cotton. She spun
Oh,
cotton, so there's some cotton down there to try, and there's also some silk down there to try.
I didn't know you could. Well, yeah, I guess you have to be able to spin cotton. I never thought about that.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
and so with the spinning wheel, she also sent hand carders, and there's actually an electric carder,
Okay.
so that if I ever did get good at this, I could actually, take some of those fibers, put some silk in, or dye them, and then do all that too. So
That would be beautiful. Yeah.
we'll see.
Well, now in the meantime, you could just make yourself a gnome.
Yeah, I guess.
All it requires is roving. That's it, just roving. And if you want the curls, you have to buy some curls. Again, they're not terribly expensive. I think a bag for an ounce is $5 or $6, and an
Yeah,
ounce is a lot. An ounce is a lot. So, yeah, yeah,
definitely.
you could make
Because
some.
I can tell just, from fluffing up these fibers that they are like feathers in my hand.
Yeah.
So when someone says it was a 3 ounce, braid or something they bought, it actually is a lot of fiber because, yeah, the weight of it is so light. So,
Yeah, these are
but
super light. I haven't weighed them, but they're super light.
oh yeah,
They don't take a lot of fiber. Um,
yeah, they're
so
so cute.
here, I'm making more of these because
I love it.
the bottoms are totally different. Now, I didn't learn how to do this bottom on hers. I created it myself. So, but the ones that she does, you make a little bottom for them. So if you see that,
Yeah, I can see.
so you
And
make,
then you add,
and then you add it on the bottom, and then you add it at the end, and so it stands up properly. But this one I just did on my own. I just kind of figured
that
out
looks good.
how to do it. So I really like this one. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. I like them all. They're all very cute.
I'll make you a gnome.
I could put it with the ones that I knit.
That would be cute. That would be so cute. Yeah. Everybody's going to have a gnome now in my family. So,
Hey, they're great Christmas gifts. There you go. Start
yeah.
making them for Christmas. You could even put them up on your tree. I mean,
How
they're,
cute would that be? That would be so cute. Make little minis of these.
yes, it'd be perfect.
Oh, what a great idea.
I
Okay.
know, I'm full of them. I'm just
Now,
full of them.
now I have something else to do. Yeah, needle felting, such a blast. And if you have all that roving, you could certainly do some felting with it.
Yeah. Yeah, when I have some time.
I'm sure Pete can get you a piece of foam,
Oh yeah.
from the shop.
Yeah. I actually probably have some foam just because I worked at Joanne. So
Yeah, just make sure it's Just make sure it's thick because you don't want to poke yourself in the leg. I poke myself in the finger only once.
Oh,
Those things are they're needle sharp, like needle sharp. Yeah,
yeah.
crazy.
And the other thing about those needles, which is different, it's sort of like they have a barb on the end. So it's like they go in, but then when they pull out, they tear because there's a little like barb,
What needles are
like
you talking about?
a felting needle.
Oh yeah, no, these are straight,
They can't be perfectly straight.
perfectly straight.
Isn't there a little rough thing that pulls on the fiber?
No,
Oh,
no, I'm telling you, if you buy this $7 needle felting pen, right? I bought two. I bought the one with 5 needles and the one with 3 needles. And I'm telling you, these things felt like crazy.
okay.
They
Yeah.
they felt so fast and so easy. Yeah.
Well, I bought a kit years ago that I tried, and it was supposed to be a little kitty. I thought it would be really cute, and it was just a single needle, and I think it had a little rough edge, like it was a needle, but then there was a little something on the end, and it took. I gave it to my niece Isabella. She said she was going to try it. I don't think she's ever finished it. It's fine, but it was like, no way. One little needle takes forever.
Yeah, I think that's why they came up with these because the one with the 5 needles is I think she said, and I'm no expert, I just learned. She said it's for like flat things, like when I make that little round bottom, and then the pen is for things like this.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, you go over this 10, 12 times, it's felted.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this is pretty solid too.
Yeah. Well, it's sturdy. It's standing up. I mean, it's
Sturdy
and so
and still fragile, but yeah.
right, but that whole bottom is fiber. It's not stuffed. It's not like you stuffed inside. It's all fiber.
It's all fiber. She recommends to do it on a skewer, but I just she said or a chopstick. So I grabbed a chopstick, and that's what I did. And you roll it around, and then you hit the needle a couple of little times, and then you take it off. So you can make them as thick or as thin as you want.
Right, like
Yeah.
cotton candy.
Right.
When you start, it's like cotton candy.
Yeah, but these needles, there's nothing at the bottom. There's just a point, and they're sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, every time I sew and I stick myself with a needle, I get so aggravated because, it hurts, and it hurts every single time.
Every time. That's one thing I hate about sewing because I remember when I was doing his blanket, my dog's blanket, I kept sticking myself with the straight pins, and I kept thinking, "Ow!" And I was like, I should wear a thimble, but they're so hard to wear.
Yeah.
Thimbles are impossible to wear. So yeah, so I'm like, that's why I don't like sewing. I'll needle felt.
Oh, well, I like them. I think you did a great job with them. They are so cute.
They're adorable. You have to try it. If you're looking for something easy and inexpensive, I highly recommend it. Yeah, too cute.
You want to hear my sad story?
Yes. Oh, yes.
My such a sad story. You see my socks?
Oh no, what happened?
Well, I tried them on. I tried them on, and I thought I had the needle pushed far enough over because, 2 at a time. So, of course, there was another one on here, and I didn't. And I was struggling to get them on because even though I went up a needle size, they're too tight. And so a bunch of stitches came off, and it's really hard to pick up dark purple yarn and think you got all the stitches.
Yeah.
And you talk about one that slips below. And so I finally took, on the one that, the stitches came out, I took a bunch of rows down. But now I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'll just bring them down to where the heel is, in here, where the heel starts,
Oh,
and
that way you could pick up the stitches.
yeah, and I'll just run a needle through and pick up the stitches in the good light and start this part with a bigger needle.
That is so much work.
I can handle it being tight here, but when it gets to the point where you can't get it over your heel, you need it to be bigger. So I might even have to go down to before the heel and just, add some stitches.
That's
So they're,
sad.
yeah, but I love them. I mean, I love the colors. I mean, I love them and everything, but they'll probably sit for a little while because I'm a little frustrated.
Yeah, that happens to me all the time. When I get frustrated like that, I just put it aside and I just won't even look at it.
Yeah. So, but I think, it definitely, I want to, there's no sense in completing something if it's going to be to the point where you're never going to wear it.
Exactly. There's no point.
And I really, really do like them. The only way to get around that would be take them down to the heel and just do stripes because stripes don't pull in. And
Yes.
so I might do that,
Yeah.
So, and that would be fine too, because, when I have jeans on, the only part I see is my foot. It doesn't
That's
matter.
true. Yeah. Yeah. But you have to be able to wear them. Otherwise, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter how much work you have in them. If you can't
right,
wear them, you
right.
have to pull them out. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my sad story. I was just so mad at myself for having put them on and not having the needle come out on me.
Oh, now,
And then
that's one of the reasons I stopped doing magic loop because I would do that consistently. And I could never figure out what was it that I was doing that I would just pull a whole needle out.
yeah. Well, I've done that. I pulled the needle out accidentally and I've been able to pick them up, but I think because it's the two colors and probably if I was just using the lighter shade, I would have been able to pick them up no problem. It's just that I had finished with the dark shade, so it was really hard to see them. There is a difference in the yarns, too. That purple seems to be even finer than the other color, so it's like it's just hard to get them. But I've done that many times. But now, I've smartened up. I always hold the needle that I don't want to come out, and I always pull the opposite one. So, I mean, but that happened because I tried them on, and I thought I pushed them over far enough, and I didn't. And
Yeah.
it was because I struggled too much to get them
And
up.
you have slip stitches on there too, right? So
No, there isn't any. No,
okay.
you're knitting every stitch. There's no slip stitches because you're just
Oh, okay.
switching the colors. So you're either
Got
doing
it.
the purple or you're doing that the green and the blue with the variegated.
Yes.
So, but it's every stitch.
Oh,
Yeah, if it was slip stitches, it would have been even worse.
well, that's what I thought. I'm like, slip stitches, forget it. Like I would just rip the whole thing out.
Yeah. Well, and that's why I had to go down a couple rows because even when you're not knitting that color, it just makes it trickier to try to pick up, because you have that float behind and all that kind of stuff. So, like I said, I probably will just
Cat
pick them
nearby
up.
you?
Huh?
Is the kitty cat nearby you?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard a cat going, the noise that they make. Purring. I thought
No,
it was a cat purring.
he hasn't joined me.
Maybe
No,
it's
my air is on and my feet are freezing.
maybe my stomach growling because I thought I heard a cat purring. It's lunch soon. It's lunch soon.
Yeah, my stomach doesn't ever sound like a cat. It just makes loud, obnoxious noises.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just thought I heard the cat.
No, no. But I did do a lot on my other pair of socks, and that's all I have on my needles right now. Um, these I started, when I was sitting for a while, and this is that cotton, that Regia cotton yarn, and it's just self patterning. It started off being too big, so basically I just took away a couple stitches. I took away 4 stitches, 2 on the front, 2 on the back, and now it fits fine. And I started the heel, so you can see this is what the heel looks like in the beginning. So now I'll be ready to pick up the stitches and finish the heel.
Now,
But it'll be real
is
easy.
that the one you didn't know what kind of heel it was?
This is the easy peasy.
Oh, it
This
is.
is the yes. This is the I'm going to do it again. It's the easy peasy no wrap short row heel.
Okay. Okay.
So
I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to try that one.
Yeah,
No
it's really easy. And that's as far as I've gotten this week, and that's all I have to show.
Hey, that's okay with all those cookie orders, you know. I mean, that's a lot, and yeah.
Well, cookie orders, and my son is, still getting through, over his surgery, recovering from his surgery. So, we're working through that. And the holiday, we had the kids over, and stuff like that. So, there's always
busy.
Yeah,
Always busy.
Things to do.
Things to do. Well, I have a new project.
I love that bag. I don't have one.
What? Yes, you do.
No, I never made it.
What? Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you. I never made it.
But you have the fabric.
I have some fabric left to make a bag, but I never made it. I love it though.
This is one of my larger bags. So whenever I have a garment, this is the bag I use.
Oh, really?
Look, I have this fuzz everywhere now. You need to make your bag. Love this bag.
Yeah.
So I went up to my stash actually. Instead of going and getting a whip, I thought I'd start something new.
Well, that's always more fun.
Right?
I'm sorry.
I don't think this has a name because Drops Design, they just don't name stuff, right?
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's a simple cardigan. I was sitting thinking, it's out of the Bommelin, the Drops Garner Studio Bommelin cotton linen. Remember we made the skirts years ago?
Yes.
So I had 3 batches of those, and I wanted to make something, and I wanted just a comfy, slouchy cardigan that I could just throw on again when there's a chill from the air conditioner. So I decided to make this one, and it calls for the yarn, so I figured it'd be easy. What is it? Drops Design 76-26. They don't name a lot of theirs, so, but I have the back started, and here's the back.
Wow, you got a lot done. Wow.
I got a lot done. They're big needles. So, I think it's garter on the bottom and then stockinette, and then it's a couple of rows of whatever that is, and then seed stitch at the top. But yeah, I got a lot done on the back, right?
Yes, you did.
I think I have maybe 10 more centimeters because they go by centimeters. So I have to get to 58 centimeters. I think I'm at about like 47 or something like that. Alexa, how many centimeters in an inch?
1 inch is 2.54 centimeters.
2.54, so 2.5 centimeters per inch. So yeah, so I don't have much far to go at all. And these are big needles. 10.5, US 10.5. 6.5 millimeter.
Wow.
So it's big, right?
Yeah.
So it's flying through. It's yeah. So I could probably make this maybe in a couple weeks.
Yeah, yeah. Are you gonna make long sleeves too?
I am. I'm gonna do it exactly like the pattern. So I might make it maybe an inch or 2 shorter. I'll have to see about that.
Do you think the Bommelin is equivalent to like a worsted weight, or?
I think Bommelin's more of a DK weight.
Okay.
I don't know. I want to say it's a DK weight. I used to know, but it's been a while since I've used it. So it's 17 stitches on a 5.5 millimeter needle. That's like a 4, isn't it? That's like a worsted weight. Is that a worsted weight?
I think if I remember, it seems that it's heavier than some of the Drops cotton linen that I bought to make tops. The funny thing is Drops patterns, they do have wonderful patterns. I think they can be very difficult to read. I've dealt with that. They deal in centimeters. They don't name them. Usually they are numbers. And the other thing is their yarn, when they suggest yarn, they suggest their yarn, of course, which
Yes.
is, but then there's yarn groups. There's A, B, and C. You know what I mean? So if they never say if it's worsted weight or DK or sport or anything like that, they categorize it by a letter, right? Like A, B, or C. And
Yeah.
so,
And this is a C, and I know this is worsted weight. So
yeah.
yeah.
That's what I thought, because I think that one project that I started like 4 years ago, it's still on my needles. And it was going to be another top, and it's purple, and it would be great. And I just need to get to the point, okay, just go straight up and put a boat neck in. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Try and get it off, But it's a lighter weight, and it's a drops yarn, but it's not
Oh, but
bommelin.
it's not bommelin. Okay. So here's the bommelin. It's category C, which I know is worsted weight because, and their yarns are very inexpensive.
Yeah, I like their yarn too. I mean, I have that one top that I made, and I really do like the yarn. I love the yarn.
Yeah.
And I have blue, and I have like a cherry raspberry color that I bought.
I remember
So
that.
I still have.
You got them from England, didn't you? You got them from
Yes.
England because they were even a lot cheaper than the States.
It was less expensive, and I think it was on sale at the time. But that's what I was going to ask you last week. You said you made that T-shirt, or last time, the T-shirt. What's the name of that pattern? I forget. Was it a simple tee?
Simple tee, yes. Yes.
Okay.
Simple tee. I made so many of them. Did I showed that last time?
I think it was last time.
I forgot. That's in one of my bags, right? Yeah, you were talking about going, like, having whips that are years old as well.
Yeah.
You sure the cat?
I do have whips. I do have whips that are years old.
I keep hearing the cat.
You must be hearing a cat outside your door, because it's not in my house. It's not the cat that lives with me. He's upstairs. He's probably waiting to get in the shower. I have a strange cat. He likes to get in the shower.
That is a strange cat.
I know. Most cats don't like to get wet.
Simple summer tea.
Summer tea? Simple summer tea.
Yes.
That's funny.
Yeah, simple summer tweed. I'm sorry. Simple summer tweed top. Yep.
Okay.
Simple summer tweed top, down V-neck by Heidi Kermier. I don't know.
I can't help. I'm not really good with pronunciation sometimes.
Let me tell you, and you can make a V-neck or a scoop neck.
I like V-necks, yeah.
There's 25,048 projects, and I know I've made, 6 or 7.
Right.
Sizes to fit, sizes available 30 to 55 inch bust.
Wow.
So, yeah. Yeah. One of my go-to patterns.
Yeah, it sounds like a good one.
Yeah, it is a good one.
Because I definitely have some yarn that I need to
use. Me
you
too.
know.
Yeah, and hopefully I'll be done with this one. You were talking about them being complicated to follow, and once you learn how to do it, and another thing about drops that's really good, if you ever email them, they get back to you right away. Like right away. Yeah. But one of their things is they use a lot of charts. A lot of charts. So here's the chart for this one. And all I do is I go to the chart and I write it out. Like this one is so simple. Right. I wrote it out. So now I don't have to go to the chart. I just write down, knit, blah, blah. So, and all their patterns are free.
Yeah, they're wonderful. They have some beautiful patterns.
Yeah. Yeah. So knit, purl. So it's 3 rows of knit, which is garter stitch, right? And then purl. So I just wrote it out. And again, some of their charts are pretty advanced, but some are
Well,
simple.
I think the problem I had was that I was very inexperienced using their patterns, and it was a charted design, and it was a lace pattern. So what they do, like we're accustomed to having, if there's 10 stitches in a lace pattern, most pattern designers write those whole 10 stitches down. Every stitch is shown. They do not.
No.
If they are decreasing, they leave them off, and then there's like blank space. It's like this, blank space, this, blank space, So until you know that the blank space is your decrease or you're losing the stitch or what,
Yes. And they also will say, okay, work 5 repeats of chart A or M1,
Yes.
and then insert chart M2, and then you're like, wait, insert it where? And blah, blah. Yeah, but once you figure it out, they're amazing patterns.
Yeah, they really are. I know, because I have a few of them. I have one sitting up on my desk over here that the plan, to make, because it is a summer tee. It's a summer tee. And I really should be wearing summer tees now, not making them.
Yes, I know. That's what, because that's what I was thinking, this cardigan, I wanted something fast, something I could wear this year. And I just wanted something kind of cozy, again, that I could just maybe leave in my car if we go out. So restaurants are open now. Not that I'm going to any.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah. So I wanted something quick but I want to add short rows to the back. I think I'm going to add some short rows at the top to the back. Because, sometimes a cardigan, if they don't do short rows, it kind of hikes up in the back. So I'm going to look into how to do that. So
yeah, I know. I agree. I think that is a necessary thing, especially if you're doing a raglan, because it does hike up. And that is one thing that does definitely bother me. I don't think I have a big hump or anything. I try to walk with my shoulders back. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I think sometimes when you get older too, without having your good posture, that roundedness in our shoulders sometimes also helps with that hiking up, and so when you don't have that extra there, it does. I don't like it. I like it to be straight.
yeah, and this isn't raglan. It's all seamed because you do the front,
Yeah,
back,
which is
sleeves. And I noticed I do bind off for the neck, and I continue with the shoulders on the back, which might help with that. So we'll see.
Yeah.
When I get to that point, I'm going to try it on. I'll pin it to a regular top and see how it falls.
Yeah, something that fits you well that you like. That's a great idea to do that. Yeah, definitely.
That's my plan. So hopefully, if I could stop making gnomes, I can continue with my cardigan.
Well, that's the problem. I figured once I finish these socks that I have on my needles, I can move on.
Yeah, well, socks, I haven't worked on socks in a little while. I'll have to pull out some socks. I definitely have. I think I have 2 pair that are unfinished that I need to get back to, and one is for my brother. So
I like to have something that's a little bit not complicated. I do have a pattern picked out for another pair to start, because it's always good to have something going. But then I do really want to use some of this other yarn. It's just getting started. But I just got another cookie order, so.
Did you just now? Oh wow! Well, good for you. I think that's great. I think that's
so
good.
I'll be busy with cookies for the next day or two.
Yeah, and
which is fine.
You said somebody ordered biscotti, so
yeah, they're which is nice because I don't make them very often. I occasionally make them for us at home, but and my favorite are of course the anise, because I'm Italian. I love anise.
Mm-hmm.
But this is actually for orange cranberry flavor, which is really good too. So
good.
I'm looking forward to having the little ends.
Oh my goodness! And you double bake them. Oh, they sound so good.
And the best thing too is the house smells so good.
Yeah. And Pete comes home and goes, "Wow, what you made some for?" Nope, I already ate all the little ends.
Yeah. And there's nothing for dinner either because all I'm doing is cookies.
Baking, yeah, baking and baking. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're busy. That's good.
Well, this week, so but it's all comes and it goes. Just like everything in life. I mean, there's a time and then there's a time for other things. So
Yeah.
I might not be able to do some of the things I hope to this week, and that's fine. It's fine. It's
People
just,
will be
and I haven't been over.
cookies, so
Yeah, and I haven't been over to see my parents, which I like to do on a weekly basis too.
Yeah.
But it's probably not going to happen this week. But Lord willing, next week it'll be different, and we just take it as it comes. What else are you going to do?
that's
Right?
all you can do, right? That's it.
And just try to enjoy it and not pull your hair out too much.
Yes, that's why my Etsy shop is not super busy, but it's enough. Like I don't want it to be crazy where it interrupts life too much. Yeah, that's why I like Etsy. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, and if you go on vacation, you can always, put it on hold for a little bit so you don't have to worry, stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, so I do have another pattern that's picked out for some socks that I think, I'll work on when I take care of that problem and finish the heel on the other.
Well, you could get cotton socks. That's perfect.
Yeah, I know, but I really should count up. Next time I'll count up how many pairs of socks I have because I probably don't need another pair of socks.
True, but I think you're gonna like the cotton ones, especially even if I know you don't wear socks in the summer, but even in spring and fall, they're quite nice.
Well, and what I was actually thinking is because they're cotton, I was thinking maybe I'll just make them short. I'll just bring them up over the heel a little bit. Enough so that they don't fall in my sock because I hate that, in my shoes, in my sneakers or whatever.
Oh, I should share that. I should have shared that. I haven't written it up yet. My sock pattern.
But because they're cotton, and so then maybe I'll be able to get two, even if I have to put a little wool in the heel or something, something like that.
Plenty, no? You should have plenty of yarn.
Well, that Regia always comes with it always comes with that very bright yellow.
Yes.
Which I did save. I really did. It doesn't look quite messy, but I did.
But you could use that in something else.
Yeah, I could probably put it in the heel or the toe or the cuff. Yeah. So I did save it, and there's a little bit left on the ball that I'm, that's wound. I didn't wind it off. So that's what I was thinking, And if I was nice enough, I'd make them bigger so someone else could have a pair too. But they take so much.
But you don't have a pair of cotton socks.
No, I don't.
So they're for you.
Yeah. Because they're only 56 stitches, they don't fit everybody.
Yeah, I can't do 56. I need 62. Yeah, 64. 64.
So it's okay. It'll be fine.
All right. Well, do you have anything else? I know you have to go bake. Oh my gosh.
I really don't have anything else. I just brought, down what I had showed last time pretty much because just to show how far I've gone. And actually on those cotton socks, I've done quite a bit.
Yeah, you got quite a lot done.
Yeah, but considering that, I finished the Skywalker ones too because I had just started the heel last time. So I finished those, which was good. I'm up to the heel on those. My other sad ones, I have to go back to the heel.
Hopefully they won't become a long lost whip, right?
No, I hope not. I really like the way they look, and I think that they will be very warm, in the middle of winter. Not that it gets super cold, but your feet do get cold.
Yeah.
Because they have the extra yarn, the floats running behind.
2 yarns, yeah.
So,
floats.
But yeah. So, what about you? Anything else?
No, that's it for me. Yeah, that's it for me.
You're just going to keep working on your gnomes.
I'll be a gnome fanatic. You'll start seeing them in the Etsy shop soon.
Yeah, I'll see them on your fireplace behind you, just lined up.
I'll have so many. I'll have to sell them. I'll sell them for like $1 just to get rid of them.
Well, next time you make one, make a little flower so he can have a little flower. The one I get, I want a little flower.
A little flower. You know, it's funny because I was thinking about doing one like this and putting a sunflower on the back.
Yes, it'd be so cute.
Or little flowers on the hats. Yeah, that would be cute. So you want one with a flower. Oh,
Yeah.
And I
At
want it
East-
for girls, even though, well, no, these have to be men because they have beards. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's gotta be a girl gnome, right?
Well, unless it's a woman who's gone through the, and hasn't shaved.
True. Or going through COVID.
But I did some cookies at Easter time. I have a gnome cookie cutter because I just really think gnomes are cute. And so that's what I did. I did them in pastel colors, and I put little flowers in the front of them, like 3 little flowers. And I just thought they were adorable.
I bet they were absolutely adorable.
Yeah. But they're still in my freezer.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to make a gnome. You can sit down with your gnome and have the cookies.
There you go. There you go. But I have cookies in my freezer that I just put them away. We just don't, you just have too many things to eat. So
yeah, I mean, you can't eat cookies every time you bake, otherwise.
No, I've already gained enough weight by doing that. So now I just, put them in the freezer. But we'll have Christmas in July because I have Christmas ones in the freezer. So I'll pull them out in July.
And just have a cup of tea with some cookies. Yeah. See, I couldn't have them in the freezer. They forget it. They would be eaten. Like, there's no way they would last 3 months in the freezer with me. No way.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, they've been in there. That's the best way to keep them out of sight.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Only when I open the freezer do I see them, and then it doesn't bother me. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that we made time today to get together and share everything. So
I look forward to next time to seeing what you'll be working on, how many more gnomes, how they'll populate.
I had to make the lady gnomes so they could have babies.
Yeah. And then you could make some little ones for the tree. That'd be so cute.
Great idea. What a great idea. Make mini
so
ones.
Cute.
Yeah.
Such a cute idea for, hanging on the tree or putting on a package. You know what I mean? And then giving it as part of the gift, I think.
I could even make a little string for the tree.
Oh, that'd be adorable.
That would be cute. If just little different colored ones, that would be adorable.
That would be adorable. You could hang it, on your fireplace or on your tree. That would be really cute. You could felt some balls in between or something, some little Christmas balls. That'd be real cute.
She has a video of Christmas balls. I didn't watch it though, so I don't know what that's about.
Or even lights, because you could shape them. You could shape them into lights.
Yes.
It's so cute. Karen, get working on this.
I'd be so busy. I am not going to dye any more yarn. I'll no longer knit. It'll just be needle felting.
You'll just be doing gnomes and needle felting.
Right. Etsy. What Etsy shop? So funny.
Oh, you ordered something? Oh, it must be a gnome, right?
Too funny. Oh, well. Well, it was so good to visit. I'm going to stop recording.
Great.
Well, again, thanks for stopping by. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Yeah, right?
Yes, definitely.
Craziness of the world, everything that's going on. We just, again, want to offer just a little bit of reprieve and share what we've been up to.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.